Hey everyone, welcome back to ECRC. So today I just want to give everybody an update on the Tamiya Monster Beetle, as we see here, and the Fox, which I've already rebuilt. So the Fox has been moved on to another home. I sold that one off. I did rebuild it, replaced any parts that had to be replaced, and I'm in the process of editing that video now, so I'll get that out as soon as I can. As far as the Monster Beetle, I did have to do a couple things. So I replaced these up here, these arms. Anybody who's worked on these know it's like a two-piece. Right where the screw pin goes in was cracked on both sides, and because it was so old, it just fell apart when I took it apart. So I did replace those parts. This has a crack in it right here, which this G1 part, everybody knows if you have a Monster Beetle, a Blackfoot, this part is just very thin and cracks very easily since the body mounts right to it. So this one, well, I don't have the body mounts right now on it because I'm going to use this piece of plexiglass or Lexan, and I'm going to glue it to this piece here, drill the holes, shape it, paint it black. You probably won't even know if you weren't familiar with these cars that it was not original. So just to reinforce this, I want to keep the original part on there. Yeah, I'm going to glue a piece to it, but it's better than replacing it and having to buy more pieces. I also had to replace this lower skid plate under here. That was cracked also. That fell apart when I took this apart. And for those of you who are wondering about the shocks, yes, these are the original CVA oil-filled shocks. The original owner from the 80s painted them black. I guess they didn't like how they looked in yellow, since there aren't too many yellow things on the car, just gold, and the KC light buckets are yellow. Nothing else is really yellow, so maybe they thought it looked too toy grade and they painted them black. Not that I like them. I wouldn't mind them being yellow, but the black doesn't look bad. And I discovered it by, you take the screws out and there's yellow underneath it. Also, I still have the original body and all of the original body parts. All the accessories for the body. If I'm going to keep it, it's probably going to be a shelf queen. I did run it. It does work. This controller works great. So I do have a question for everybody. This body is white. I saw somebody else unbox a brand new Monster Beetle from the 80s, and the body was red. Now this has the back glass, and just by looking at it, I know it's vintage from the 80s. Does anyone know, should they be white or should they be red? Or do they come out with both? Are the older ones red and the newer ones white? Maybe as they released them, and maybe they had sand scorcher bodies or something. I'm not that familiar with it. So if anybody can comment on that, that would be great. I would love to hear if the body is supposed to be white or if it's supposed to be red. I want to know if I have an actual real vintage body here, because it was opened and it was built, but the body was never painted and finished. Everything else is all original on here. So I can't imagine that it wouldn't be original, and everything with the Fox was original. I'm just curious if it's supposed to be white or if it comes in red. Anyway, that's the update. Just a really quick video, just letting everyone know what I'm doing and where I'm at. I did hear that there's going to be a Hotshot 2 release in 2023, and that is going to be a June Watanabe Blockhead Motors Hotshot 2. Now, I've never really liked the Hotshot or the Hotshot 2. I don't know what it is about them. I'm just not a huge fan. But to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the Wild one either. Blockhead Motors one came out and I had to have it. I love the way that looks, and I have one new in the box, which I haven't built yet. That'll probably be on the channel at some point. So we'll see. Maybe the Hotshot 2, maybe I'll fall in love with it. There also is a June Watanabe paint scheme for the Beetle, Monster Beetle, which I absolutely love. It's red on top and then white in the middle, and then the down here is like a blue color. Anyway, that's my quick update on the Monster Beetle. I hope you guys are all subscribed, because I do have a video on the Fox coming soon, and I'll probably put a final video out on this depending on if I paint the body. I appreciate the support, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.